Hello everyone, before anything else, I would like to introduce myself. So I am Marjun Avila. So for today, I am going to discuss the module 15, which is the preschooler's physical development. So the learning outcome of these lessons is to describe preschool children's physical growth, identify the different growths and fine motor skills, draw implication of this concept on a physical development on teaching preschoolers. So when we say preschoolers, it covers from 3 to 5 years of age. So it is commonly known as the year before formal schooling begins. So at this stage, wala pa may na grade 1, wala pa ga grade 2. So that's why it is called as year before formal schooling. So at this age, ang mga bata active pa kaayo, they like to move always. So now let us discuss the significant changes in physical growth. Physical growth increases in the preschool years at around 3 years of age. Preschoolers move from the remaining baby-like features of the toddler toward a more slender appearance of a child. The trunk, arms, and legs become longer. So naa daw mga changes ang physical growth of preschoolers so that ang ilang from head, from their neck, their arms, and their legs. So magatagbo yun na sila, of course. So next we have toddler have their center of gravity at a high level, about the chest level. That is why they have the difficulty doing sudden movement without falling down. Preschoolers, on the other hand, have their center of gravity at a lower level, right about near the belly button, that gives them more ability to be stable and balanced than the toddler. So that is why they can't do a sudden movement without falling. So dili sila makabuhat og something or makamove without or nga di matumba because their center of gravity is about their chest level, while the preschoolers, they have their center of gravity at a lower level, right about near the belly button. That gives more ability nga makabalance and stable sila makabalance. So stable sila makabalance than the toddlers, so that the difference between the gravity, the center of gravity of the toddler and the preschoolers. Some say that the later part of the preschooler years at around 5 or 6 is the best time to begin learning skills that require balance, like riding a bike or skating. Example, riding a bike, diri na sila maka-start of learning skills nga nag-require og balance. So at 3 years old, kanang primary teeth are already in the place. The permanent teeth, which will begin to come out by age 6, are also developing. The preschooler years are therefore a time to instill habits of good dental hygiene. So kini mga idara kusog pa kaayo ni mga og chocolates, mga inamis pa kaayo. So now let us define what is gross and fine motor development. So when we say gross motor development, it involves the large muscles. So nagamit na siya og large muscles. So it is categorized into 3, which is the locomotor skills and the non-locomotor skills and manipulative skills. So gross motor development refers to acquiring skills that involves the large muscles. Example ani is sitting, crawling, running, jumping, throwing a ball, and climbing stairs. Even the first time a baby left his head is an example of a gross motor skill. There are lots of fun and simple activities you can do with your child to help develop gross motor skills. Next, we have locomotor skills. It involves going from one place to another. So, another example, ang bata from here, maabot yun na siya. Kung magdaga na siya, maabot yun na siya sa laing lugar. So, that is a locomotor skills. How about non-locomotor skills? So, non-locomotor skills, those where the child stays in place. So, mauna ang mga bata nga naaragyo na siya sa usa ka lugar. For example, bending, stretching. So kung mag-stretching ang bata o mag-bend ang bata, maabot ba na siya sa laing lugar? No, naara na siya sa iyahang ginapunduhan. Di na siya maabot sa layo. Di na siya maabot into one place. For example, magtuyok-tuyok ang bata. Naara na siya sa usa ka lugar na iyang gipunduhan. So that's the difference between locomotor skills and non-locomotor skills. So next, we have manipulative skills. So when we say manipulative skills, it involves projecting and receiving objects. Example, catching, bouncing, throwing of a ball. So it project and receive objects. So those are the categorized gross motor development. So next we have fine motor development. It refers to acquiring the ability to use the smaller muscles in the arm, hands, and fingers purposefully. So example, I'm picking up things, squeezing, pounding, and opening things. So those are example on fine motor skills. So it is also involved sa self-help skills like using the spoon and fork na makakaon sila. And also it involves buttoning their dress or zipping the pants and combing or brushing their teeth. So anything nag-involves og arms, hands, and fingers purposefully, that's a fine motor development. Handedness or the preference of the use of one hand over the other is usually established around 4 years of age. So, ana nimo makita kung left-handed or right-handed ba siya at the age of 4 years old. So, they use pencils using their one hand. Next, we have Preschooler's artistic development. So, according to Victor Lowenfeld, he came up with the stages of drawing. So, we have 3 stages. The first one is the scribbling stage. This stage begins with zigzag lines, which later becomes circular markings. So, when we say scribbling stage, so this stage begins with zigzag lines or any lines. Like, for example, sa akong pag-umangkon, gipa-drawing na ko siya. Then, ang iyang na-drawing lang yun kay mga wiris-wiris lang. Later on, nakahimo na siya og mga circle. Ang una mang yun masulat sa bata ay lines. Later on, makabalo na sila mag-circle. So, next, pre-schematic stage. This point, adults may be able to recognize the drawings. Children at this stage tend to give the same names to their drawings several times. So, bisan pag unsaon nimog tudlo, bisan asa, maura gyapon na ipangalan sa bata. Like house, bisag tudlo ka og dog, house gyapon na iyang ipangalan. So, children o preschooler are trying to learn. So, dili dapat kasab-an nato because they themselves are trying to learn. So, dapat tudluan nimo sila nga kini siya, mao ni siya house, mao ni siya dog, kay para makakaton. Dili kay kasab-an nimo, like, kabugo ba nimo bataa ka? That's not good. So, dapat hinahinayon nimo og storya. Stage 3, schematic stage. Children usually draw from experience and exposure. So like for example, sa gawas makita sila og house, mo drawing sila og house bisag dili magkadimao. That's a normal, no? That age magpataka pa na sila og drawing basta kay house na siya. For example, sun, sky, unya mag-drawing na sila based on their exposure, experience, or the things that they see around. Everyone who observes a preschooler go through this stage of drawing will surely say one thing, that the preschooler drew the same drawing maybe 100 times. So, for example, mo drawing sila og balay, next page na pod, mo drawing na pod sila og balay, until such time na magka-improve na ilang drawing. One wonders if the supply of scratch papers, crayons, and pens will ever be enough. Adults should remember to have a net supply of this or they will find the preschoolers drawing on the furniture and walls. So, ingani yun na ang mga bata kasagaran if naay sulod ang first page sa ilang papel, maskin line or circle, they will turn to next page. So, bisag usara na ka line, ilag yun ng laktawan kay naamay sulat. And then, if they have no extra blank space, they turn up to write or draw anything in the walls. Okay, so mauto ang development or the artistic development of preschooler.